This is The Speaking Show. I'm David Newman, and you're tuned in to the #1 podcast for speakers, consultants, and experts who want to speak more profitably. All right, everybody, welcome. My name is David Newman, and you are in for a fantastic treat because my guest today is marketing speaker, customer service guru extraordinaire, Geoff Ramm from the United Kingdom of America. No, from the United Kingdom, from the UK. They sort of owned us, and then we broke off, and it's a long story. Anyway, so Geoff Ramm, welcome. It is fabulous to have you on. What's up? What's cooking there in the UK?
Oh, thank you very much, David. The Queen and Charles send their love.
Thank you.
And Prince George, you know, he loves you to bits. He saw you a few months ago. He loves you to bits. So
thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me on your show. And things are good. And I'm looking forward to what comes about.
Well, now I have my first question, because I know you are the OMG Marketing guy and the celebrity service guy. I talk about you frequently. Now, I was having lunch with someone and your name came up and I said, oh my God, OMG, observational marketing greats. And someone said to me, hold on, what's observational marketing? And I said, well, that's a great question. And I mentioned what my definition of it is, but who cares what I think? Let's hear what you think. What is observational marketing, and talk about observational marketing greats and what that whole empire is about?
Yeah, observational marketing is, we all do it. We are all observational marketers. It's just the majority of us don't realize it. So, for example, you went to see your client for lunch, or you went to see your friend for lunch, and you got in your car, you drove there, and you may have the radio on, there'll be an ad on there. You think, oh, that's really good. And you might put it up louder. Oh, that's really bad. I'll turn it off. You'll come across a billboard, you're receiving emails through on your phone. Hundreds to thousands of times we're getting targeted per day. We're seeing messages. How many of those do you actually remember? Not many, but the ones that really stand out, and this is where the OMG factor comes in. It's the marketing that stops you in your tracks. So it could be a salesperson. It could be a customer service person. It could be somebody in a hotel or wherever. It could be somebody that, valets your car. It doesn't matter. They do something that stops you in your tracks. You go, oh, that's good. And of course, nowadays, what do? We record this. We create videos. We take photographs. We share to the world. A great or a bad level of marketing or service. How observational marketing works, the great stuff, the amazing stuff, you need to use it. The majority of us go, oh, did you see that? And, oh, I've got this great and brilliant. And then they bin it. They delete it. They will not use it for their own business. This is what you do. This is all the secrets out. You have this thing called a marketing and customer service wall. It's a wall. Most houses and offices have them, and you need to take down your motivational posters that have mountains on them. Yeah, get rid of that. You're not going to climb the mountain, so get rid of it. And every great piece of marketing or service that you come across, write it on a post-it, take a photograph, print it out, cut it out of a magazine, and stick it on the wall. That is your inspiration. These are brands and companies that have made you stop you in your tracks. What can you learn from these brands, these companies, this one-man band, or this global organization that you can now bring into your own marketing and service? Because if it stopped you in your tracks, it has the potential of stopping your customers and clients in their tracks. Observational marketing is about finding out what is amazing and can you use elements of that within your own business. We all do it. We just don't realize we do it.
Right. And so we're all great at collecting these ideas, but then sadly we don't do anything with them. And what you're suggesting, what it sounds like you're suggesting, is that we become masters at cross-pollination, that we see something that works really well in one context or in one industry or for one business. And if it resonates with us and it's authentic to sort of, what we like and what we'd like to be known for, we say, how can we adapt that? How can we do our version of that? How can we take the DNA of that idea and apply it to our company and our customers and our team and our brand?
Absolutely. And there'll be people watching this right now who think, well, we're a hotel, whatever business, we're a toy shop, we're a painting and decorating business. It doesn't matter what you are. It's capture these OMG moments and see about bringing them into your own business. That's the key to this. We always try to look for something new. Let's create something that we've had before. I'm like, really? Because the answers are under our nose. We just don't go that far.
Absolutely. So when you come across a company that is just, they're stuck in whatever their industry is doing, maybe it's an accounting firm, maybe it's some like a bank or just, the people that are doing it just the same exact way that they've done it for decades and the same exact way that all their competitors are doing it as well. How do you give them the courage? What's the Geoff Ramm pep talk that will get that bank president to say, I want to market like no other bank in the UK?
If they said to me, I want to market like no other bank in the UK, that is music to my ears. Because the last thing I would ever do is show them other banks, certainly not in the UK. We've got to look outside of our industry. You get inspiration from everywhere. We've got to show them results, let's be honest. Oh, well, why don't we do this? That'll bring you great brand exposure. No, it could kill you within minutes. Certainly show them examples of OMG marketing from around the world, from different organizations, from different types of sectors, and show them the impact that that has had on that business. It's got to be results orientated. For many years, it's like, what's the return on investment in marketing? And people start scratching their head. Really? We have a return on investment? I never knew that. We've got to show them that. That's what we have to do. I've got so many examples. I don't know how long you've got, but this
will be a 4-hour interview. I've got about 3 hours and 47 minutes to go, and so we're good.
Perfect. Okay, I'm going to my secret cupboard, my secret marketing cupboard. Nobody can see this. I can't turn around the Mac. I'll be back in a few seconds.
Okay. You see why he's so fantastic? He's going into his secret cupboard right now to get just the good stuff for you. Watch this.
Okay. So somebody wants to be different. Somebody wants to stand out. They want to do something different to their product or their service or whatever it may be. I've got to show them proof. I must show them proof. That's fine. Without it, we're just coming up with ideas and shooting in the wind. Now, I did an OMG interactive session in South Africa about 18 months ago now for the biggest FMCG, fast-moving consumer goods company in South Africa called Tiger Brands. I did 1.5 day with the marketing team. There was about, they were hanging up from the walls. The room was packed. And there was about 70, 80 people in the room, all marketeers from all of the different sectors. So they've got all sorts of FMCG products. And we did the session, and I'm challenging them to be creative, challenging them to stand out from the competition. That's what they want.
Just so I'm clear, FMCG is like candy and what else?
Oh, lollipops, diapers, nappies, tomato ketchup.
Oh, okay. They make all those things.
Yeah.
Wow.
Consumer goods.
Great.
Yeah. And so did this session, and months later, I heard that they came up with this product straight after the event, this idea. This lady's called Natalie Roberts. Find her on Facebook. She's one of my friends on Facebook. It was not my idea, David. It was hers, okay? But she was inspired from the event to think differently. And she's in charge of packaged meats, polony, okay? Polony and all that stuff. Now, we've got it in supermarkets in the States and UK. You've got polony, big polony things, and you cut it down, you eat it, and then, of course, halfway through, it starts to dry out and you throw it away. Natalie came up with this. That's in the marketing secret cupboard. This is a piece of plastic called a polony cap.
Wow.
You put it over the product, and then you seal it. So you cut it, so it's a perfect strips, and then you seal it, and it stays fresh. By the way, she won a marketing award for this. The sales from this product rose by 54%.
Wow.
The reason I'm saying this is because I'm delighted. I'm over the moon. This is something that I champion on stage. But if anybody, like you say, the Bank of the UK turn around and say, Geoff, we want to do this, we've got to show them proof. We've got to give them results. It's not guaranteed to be the same or could even be better. But I think as marketeers, I think the real truth is out there now.
Yeah, fantastic. Very exciting. So let's do a little bit of we did a little lightning round when we had the tables turned the other way. I am curious, what is your favorite marketing book that's had the biggest impact on you recently? Oh, now, come on. No. Not counting your book and certainly not counting my book, but thank you.
Yeah, I'll tell you which one I love. You must have read this. I love the guy that did. So hopefully one day I'll meet him, I'll speak with him. I love this. It's How to Be a Marketing Superstar by Jeffrey Fox.
Oh, you know what? I have not picked up that book. I love Jeff Fox, but I haven't gotten that particular book.
Wonderful. It's just made for me. It's 1-2 page nuggets.
Love it.
Oh, it's wonderful. How to be a marketing superstar. You'll get it for like $5 on or $6 or $7 on Amazon.
Fantastic.
You can't just promote Amazon, but anyway.
No,
but yeah,
get the book anywhere. Anywhere is good. Absolutely. What's your favorite kind of audience? Like when you speak, I know you've spoken to very large groups, very small groups, big company, small company, business to consumer. Again, not discounting, of course, any of the other groups that, you want to continue to work with. But what kind of group, not even like a demographic necessarily, but just what kind of group is your very favorite?
I've got an answer, but I'll get to the answer in a minute. I like all groups. I just love to speak. This is the passion. This is the love. I just love to speak. So I spoke corporates, some very large organizations and global companies. I love working with entrepreneurs, even from a sort of startup phase, so they're thinking of starting up a business. I love that because you can inject them with a lot of passion and cost-effective ideas, for $1, a dime, a pound, a pen. I love that. Small association. I love all of them. I just love all of them. One of the best audiences I find is female. If I know that 50% or more of the audience is female, I know it'll be a great event straight away. And I don't know the reasons why. There's bound to be somebody who's done some research somewhere around the world that says, oh, well, it's because of X, Y, Z. But I might be wrong. I just think that female audiences want to have fun, they want to engage, and they want to interact like nobody else.
I have a theory. Knowing you, knowing your book, having seen you present on multiple occasions, I have a theory on why you and women audiences may have a better rapport. And it is this, and this is not a sexist statement. This is proven by science. Women have many more neurons connected in the brain. So this is like the old joke about, you look at a woman's brain and it's an 8-lane highway. If you look at a man's brain, it's like this little dirt road. So men are great at kind of single tasking, very linear. Women are great at cross-pollinating, multiple inputs, multiple perspectives, many tracks at once, multitasking. Your programs are so multi-layered, and there's so many sort of applications, messages, ideas, examples, even what we talked about before, the cross-pollinating idea. I think for some reason, because of the way women's brains are proven to work scientifically, I'm not being a sexist pig, they just resonate. The sparks kind of go faster, whereas with a primarily male audience, or even a single male audience member, they're kind of going, I'm not sure about this Geoff Ramm fella. I'm not sure I could learn from what that grocery store is doing.
Interesting.
I just think that you are a synaptically connected guy. And so audience members, both male and female, who have a synaptically connected brain will probably take more away from your program. Or even folks who might not be synaptically connected, but are just more open-minded and more open to change and improvement. Call me crazy.
I think it's one of the questions I'll ask a bureau or I'll ask the event planner. I'll say, what is the gender split? I think I might be the only one that asks the question.
Yeah.
And because I get a really great feeling that it'll be an even better event. I don't know what it is. I think when I was a little younger, because I've been speaking for a while now, when I was a little younger, I think my hardest audience were mainly males of the ages 50 plus.
And maybe those are the least resistant to change.
Possibly. I also possibly think they may think, who's this young whippersnapper? What's he going to tell us? We've been in business for 3,000 years. What's he going to say? But now I've got a lot of grey hair. I think I'm okay now with that.
Awesome.
But no, best audiences, love them all. Seriously love them all. I don't really have a particular favourite, but I know if there's a majority female in the room, there's a bit more interaction. There's more laughter. There's more stuff.
And let's face it, I will now make a sexist pig comment. Women are more likely to ask for directions. That's all I'm going to say. A man will get lost and go 3 hours in the wrong direction, convinced that he's heading the right way. And a woman will be like, honey, should we stop and ask at the gas station where the castle is? No, I know where it is. Sit down. Pass me the coffee. Let's go. All right. Now, we talked about this before. We have Mutual Admiration Society. Call it a bromance. Call it whatever you want to do. You have a very unique and interactive presentation style. where you have all these concepts, hundreds of them, hundreds of concepts, hundreds of modules that you hand select for each presentation. And then at some points in the presentation, you will ask the audience to vote for which concept they would like to hear about or which little nugget or story, that would be of most interest to them. I got to ask you, and you got to pick your favorite children. What are your 2 or 3 favorite modules out of those hundreds that you present all around the world that you can share with our viewers right now?
We're doing this.
Just either share like the title of the nugget or the principle behind it or the example, the story.
I've done similar talks to this for speakers. A good friend of mine, Kristen Arnold, who you know, Kristen, former NSA president. I always remember she said at one of the PSA conferences in London, she said, always bring your A game. Always bring your A game. I've never forgot that. And it was the best nugget I took from that conference. I have over 300 stories at this moment in time. Stories, ideas, observations from OMG, from Celebrity Service. So you said to me, Geoff, one of the conference, it's going to be 1,000 delegates from the retail sector, or it's entrepreneurs, no matter what it is, I can pick 4 to 5 to 6 modules to fit that. But I also know my A game stuff as well.
Yeah.
The stories that I know go down really well, the stories that I love telling as well. So I've got my favorites.
Well, what's your favorite? So thank you for that specification, because you're right. I'm asking you a very unfair question to pick out of the 300. If we had a group of entrepreneurs, either startup or solo professionals, or just scrappy entrepreneurs, what's the one story that is your go-to story that you would include in almost any presentation for an entrepreneurial group?
Here's a few ideas. One of my favorite stories is called Win, Lose, or Draw. You saw this, in fact, in Canada. Mm-hmm. And it's about a young girl at the Hamleys department store in London and I was trying to buy a gift for Grace. And phenomenal salesperson, phenomenal customer service. And we won't go into the detail, but what she did there was just phenomenal. And I bought the product. From that product, and it was a real OMG moment, I changed my proposals, as you know, which have led to an increase in my sales. Now I'm a speaker, and she's got a toy shop. This is what I'm saying about OMG, take for what it is and use it within your business. That story is one of my favorites. It's a true story. It's quirky. It's funny, but it's got a real relevant percentage ROI at the end. So that's one of my favorites. Another favorite, again, I tell you what, I mean, if you go back to Canada when we first physically met, that was my A-game stuff. That keynote there in Winnipeg was my A-game stuff. One of the other stories was, and one of the great modules, like you say, and one of my favorites of all time is, and it's not in the book, because as soon as I put it in the book, it spoils it if anybody was to see me. So it's kind of like, I really want to tell you about this, but it's a little bit secret.
Right.
It's in the cupboard. It's Pizza Hut. I'm going to show you the greatest email of all time. And people say, we get hundreds of emails a day, as you know, but there's only one that's ever stood out for me. So I talk about the whole story of Pizza Hut. And they sent me an email, and it said, "We've revolutionized the future of pizzas." And I was like, no, what? And I opened it because I was like curious. And it said, "We can now, with our trained chefs, put your face onto the pizza of your choice using the toppings that you choose, and it'll be with you in 40 minutes time, fresh." How do you get your picture of your face on a pizza? And they said, "Here's how you do it. We need a Head and Shoulders JPEG of you." So I grabbed one of those, and then we need to upload it on the computer. And then in 5 seconds time, we will show you what your face looks like on the pizza of your choice that will be delivered to you in 40 minutes fresh. Yeah. And so I did this interaction, did it, uploaded it. And then the image on the screen that I show people in the audience pretty much brings the house down. It's not a picture of me. It's a goofball picture of a funny face. And it says April Fool's Day. So the audience
that's fantastic. You had me going, buddy. I was like, wow, I can't wait to see the picture of this pizza. This will be pretty awesome.
April. I forgot it was April Fool's Day.
Oh, my God.
I've told this story in Iran, Estonia, Canada, Philadelphia, Italy, all over the UK, India, South Africa, and in a few weeks' time, Zimbabwe.
Wow.
All I will say to anybody watching this now, what are you creating, email-wise, marketing-wise? Where are your OMG moments that get people like David Newman and Geoff Ramm talking about you all over the world. That's the power of OMG marketing.
That's it.
And in terms of stories, win, lose, or draw is one of my favorites. Some of your viewers may be able to find that on my YouTube channel. I think I've got an example of that from when you saw it in Canada.
Yeah.
And also the Pizza Hut. And every so often, I will start off my talk with a new story, with something that's new in the news.
Yeah.
So when we spoke together at the very first America Talks Business in Philadelphia of last year, I walked on with a make-believe Prince George in my arms because 2 days earlier, the prince had been born. So it was very relevant. And I was able to talk about the marketing behind and what great brands like Delta and Starbucks and Coke and Oreo did the second after he was born. And they sent out a great tweet. Now, I can do that story maybe it's for another year, but I always try to keep at the very beginning a very relevant, up-to-date story. Keep it light, keep it fresh, keep it informed, keep it real life. You will never see a chart, graph, figure. You'll never see that on any of my slides.
Yeah.
This is real life marketing, which is what OMG is all about. But those two modules are my favorites. If I had to do my very final talk for the very final time on this earth, those two would be in it.
Well, let's not be quite so grim. And you're not going to give your final talk on this earth for quite a long time, I hope. I want to talk about your newest, your latest, your greatest, your most exciting thing, which also, by the way, happens to be one of my pet peeves, which is your program is called Celebrity Service. One of my pet peeves is horrendous customer service. And I'll tell you, as you've mentioned, I live in Philadelphia. Philadelphia is the corporate headquarters of the Comcast Corporation. And again, please sue my lawyer. Don't sue Geoff Ramm. Comcast has the worst customer service rankings, not just of any cable television or telecommunications company. There was 66. They did a survey like about a year ago. 66 different companies in all industries, telecommunications, banking, retail, food, everything. Comcast, number 66 out of 66 across all these different industries. I live in the capital of the world's most horrendous customer service. You, my friend, are the celebrity service guy. How come companies from the biggest multi-billion-dollar companies to the little single shingle solopreneurs, why is service so damn hard? And how can we get much better at it much more quickly? Help us, help America, help the nation of awful customer service to do better. Please, what do you got for us?
David, I'm feeling your passion and your pain.
Oh.
Now take a deep breath, have a drink of water.
Yeah, exactly. I'm having an OMG moment about horrendous service. No, but seriously,
Yes.
Celebrity service, it makes all the difference. Talk about that.
Here we go. Celebrity service actually happened whilst I was on stage. This concept came about from me speaking on stage. I never thought about it before. I never wrote about it. It happened, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. But here's what celebrity service is. Right now, Comcast or any other firm that are near the bottom for service, they possibly think they're doing all right for service. They'll have had courses and certificates. They'll have, we've sent 10 of our staff on a training course to do, answer the phone like this and to give the customer this. Customer service training and keynotes and speakers, David, it's not changed in 30 years, right? Let me give you an example. Delight the customer. Exceed expectations. It means nothing. The staff at these companies, the entrepreneur, the one-man band, the person starting up, or the huge corporate, they've been living by this mantra for years. It means nothing. Nothing. What does exceeding mean? What does delighting? It means nothing. There's nothing to it. There's no substance to these words. And this is what gets me annoyed. As a dad, as an entrepreneur, as a speaker, as a husband, I am frustrated. This book that I'm writing now is out of pure frustration of receiving service. I'm thinking red tape is killing us. Staff are killing us. Directors helping the staff are killing it for us. And of course, now, thank the Lord for social media, we can bite back. We don't have to write a letter, post a letter, wait for a response in 3 years' time to then say, no, sorry. If you get a response, we can bite back. Hashtag, bam. Celebrity service is this. I believe that everybody else in the world, Comcast including, think they're doing a pretty all right job. Going on the courses and things aren't so well, we're not as good as this company, but we try. Right now, you think your service is so high, okay? If a celebrity were to walk in to your business tomorrow, walk into your shop, email you for a quote to come and speak, if they were to contact you on social media, your whole business, your whole service towards that person, that celebrity, goes up. Everything changes. Your whole demeanor, your whole outlook to exceed and delight that person goes up more levels than you can imagine.
Yeah.
Okay? We think we're delivering a good level of service. When a celebrity walks in, it goes to there. And that, my friend, is the gap. That is celebrity service, that area there. That's the gap. Let me give you an example. And I'll take it back to the roots. I'll take it back to the real roots of celebrity service.
Okay.
I was speaking in a wonderful place, maybe some of your viewers have been or heard of it, called the Lake District. It's in the northern part of England, Lake District, beautiful area. And I was doing a keynote, and in the morning I was doing a session on how to promote your business, how to gain customers. Then we had a break, and on the later part of the morning, we had a section called how to retain more customers. So it was all customer service focused.
Right.
As I walked onto the stage for that second part, I completely changed my words. You know when you think that you're going to say something, and you've rehearsed it, and you've thought about it, and this is how I'll start, and your mind says, no. Let's do something different.
Yeah.
And I asked the audience, I said, do you treat all your customers the same? And pretty much everyone to a man, nodding their head, yeah. There was one woman, 2 or 3 rows at the front, nodding furiously. Absolutely. And she was quite vocal. And so I turned to her and I said, oh, fantastic. I said, what's your business? And she said, oh, I've got a boutique gift shop here in the Lake District. I said, oh, fantastic. I said, you treat everybody with a high level of service? Yes. Everybody gets the same level of service? Absolutely. I said, that's brilliant. And this is where it just came from nowhere, David. I'll be honest, it came from nowhere. And I turned to her and I said, what happens if a celebrity were to walk into your business tomorrow? And she said, like who?
Nice.
And of course, I don't know where I'm going with this. And I said, I don't know. I said, and I had to ask this question. I said, do you prefer male or female? You know, it was 2004. You've got to ask. And she said, male. I said, that's great. I said, okay, think of 2 A-list, like real A-list celebrity Hollywood hunks. Think of any 2. And she thought for a bit, and all the audience were kind of like, I wonder who she's going to choose. And she said 2 names. She said, now, you know how sexy you are, David, when you don't have a surname.
Yes.
Okay. She shouted out, Brad and George.
Ah, nice. Very good choices.
So you know who they are. I know who they are. All the audience know who they are.
Right.
I said, okay, now sometimes speakers go off on tangents. I was beyond the tangent at this stage. I'm like, where am I going with this? And I said, okay, George Clooney has heard about this fabulous boutique gift shop. And I said, well, tell me a bit more of the shop. She said, oh, we've got hand-carved wooden toys for children. We've got things for the home and metal and wood and beautiful. I said, fantastic. George has heard about this. And he's heard about your great level of service. So he phones up tonight, just before you close, and he said, look, I'm George Clooney. I've been making a movie here in the Lake District. I've been here for 6 months. I'm really tired. I'm traveling home tomorrow. We're doing the final scene tomorrow morning. Do you mind, as soon as we've finished, if I come to your store, or I said shop, but of course you're American, so do you mind if I come to your shop and buy a few products? She said, no, that'd be great. However, I don't want to be bothered with the paparazzi, and I've signed enough autographs for a lifetime. Would you mind closing the shop for me while I browse? And I said, would you close the shop for him? She said, yeah. I said, I've got another gig tomorrow. I'm staying here tonight. I want to come to your shop tomorrow morning. Would you close the shop for me?
Wow. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah. She said no. And I promise you, David, 299 other entrepreneurs in this room collectively said, oh,
now they get it.
That's it. That is it. That is it. That is celebrity service. I went on. And she said, oh, no. And I said, really? You would treat people differently. You think you deliver the highest level of service at all time for everybody. Everybody gets treated equally. Wrong. I said, okay, George comes in tomorrow. You've closed the shop for him. What else are you going to do for him? Now, this is a family show.
Yeah, exactly. And exactly what else do you plan to do to make me feel like a celebrity that I am?
It was incredible, mate. It was incredible. She came up with 6 ideas 6 ideas in 30 seconds.
Wow.
Okay, let me share with you.
Yeah.
I missed out a part where I said, how do you deliver great service? And she actually serves coffee and tea in her shop. And I said, really, how much is it? And she said, oh, no, it's free. It's quite expensive product. We'll serve it. Now, that's unheard of in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's brilliant. When I said, what else would you do for him? She told me that she told the audience, she would get rid of the coffee. And I said, why? I said, that's a great USP. She said, no. I would get proper coffee.
Oh, now I'd get the good stuff.
She's been serving instant, which was good.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
She says, I'll get the proper stuff. She said the floors, she had wooden floors. They need polishing. They need buffing. They've been needing doing for 6 months. I'll wear my best dress, and my sister is a hairdresser. I'll get my hair done tonight.
This is so powerful, dude. This is crazy.
It's the difference between instant and real coffee is a dime, is a pence. It's nothing.
Right.
But in 30 seconds, she already was, to her mind, she was delivering high levels of service. George walks in, it goes to there. That is the gap that businesses need to see. And that is what I do. Bring this out of businesses. I'm saying, Leo, whatever you're doing right now, stop. Angelina Jolie walks in. Jennifer Aniston walks in. Brad Pitt walks in. And of course, everybody, the audiences are laughing and joking. And wow, this is great. David Newman, let me test you out on this one.
Okay.
I saw, I think it was it this morning. Today, you put a tweet out there that said something, and it was a link to a blog post. You see, I do like you, and I do follow you. And it was something about reaction, instant reaction.
Yes, speed. Speed is the response.
Somebody wants a speaker. If you don't get back within 15 minutes,
yeah,
they've already gone somewhere else.
Totally.
We're going to get back to you within a day, 28 days, so many hours. Forget it. I love that. You or I get approached, any business who are watching this, you get approached for a quote, for a proposal, for whatever. So the phone goes. Remember, this is just incoming calls.
Yeah.
Hi, David Newman's office. How can I help you? It's Angelina Jolie. Okay, Angelina Jolie. She wants to buy 1,000 copies of Do It Marketing. The product endorsement on these shows are great. And so, oh, right, yeah, 1,000 copies, yeah. And would you like them signed? Yeah, I'll do all that. And she's now asked you, when can they be delivered? Okay. Now, she lives on the other side of the country, yes, which I know for you guys is a bit of a hike. You've got options here.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, the best way to do it, and maybe a bit cheaper for yourself, would be to go on Amazon or to go to and all the rest of it. Or I tell you what, I'm going to buy 1,000 of these and ship them to you. No, hang on a second. You're not going to ship them anyway. You're going to hand deliver them.
Okay. All righty then.
If you've got Angelina Jolie and
yes,
Brad to buy 1,000 copies, are you going to pass that up? Are you going to send them by courier? There's the difference, David.
You got me. You totally got me.
There's the difference. Now, somebody asks you for a proposal, a quote, to go and speak, for books, for consultancy, whatever it is. Yeah. They're asking for a quote. If it's Angelina Jolie, it's instant. You picked up the phone. If it's Mr. or Mrs. whoever, from whoever land, yeah, I'll reply back to them tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll sort something out by the end of the week, and you might get it as a PDF on Monday. And yet, if it was a celebrity, you would hand deliver it. You would hand deliver it. Worst case scenario, you would put it on your best quality paper and you'd post it. You'd put a lovely ribbon around it with a beautiful handwritten note. No. Do you know what we all do now, and possibly Comcast do now, and all these other organizations? We use e-marketing. E-marketing will kill your service. It's called easy marketing.
Wow.
Don't do it. I get passionate about it. I've got examples from
You mean sending an email that takes 20 seconds of my time, that doesn't make people feel special?
Quality versus quantity. Just, as you know, with my marketing stuff, I always go the other way to everybody else.
Right.
You know, and when everybody else is sending PDFs and stuff down the line, and sometimes we can't always drive there. Sometimes we can't always get there. I appreciate all of that.
Yeah.
But there's got to be ways in which we get into that celebrity mindset. And that's all it is, David. And this is what I do for companies and organizations. There's a celebrity mindset. There's things that we put above the PC and the phone and all the rest of it that makes every call, every email, every inquiry, every interaction that much better than the competition.
Yeah, totally. So I'll tell you what's going through my mind. And, we're going to wrap this up here in a couple of minutes, but I love what you're saying. And I can't wait to get my hands on the book as well. And I can't wait to hear your program about this at some point soon. Small company is going to say, oh my gosh, but that's so expensive. That takes so much time. I don't have the time. I don't have the money. I don't have the bandwidth. Sadly, big company, right, take that same reaction and say, well, we've got 10,000 customers. We definitely don't have the time, don't have the money, don't have the blah, 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 blah. So the resistance to this idea, which I totally see the awesomeness of, and I totally see the value of, and the economic ROI of, it's a tough sale because we're so stuck in that short-term transactional thinking. And what you're saying is that customer service is not a transaction. Customer service is either the beginning or the continuation or the upgrade of a relationship. Yes, no, maybe?
Yes. We haven't got time.
I wish we did.
We haven't got the resources. We haven't got the whatever. This
Right.
is excuses. This is just excuses.
Right.
But if you found the time to sign off on that ad, you found the time to waste on a 3-day retreat on whatever, how much time is actually spent in real customer service, celebrity service?
Right.
Just speed is important. Quality is important. And I just think to say we haven't got the time, I'm possibly the only person left in the entire blooming country that sends out Christmas cards to clients and friends and associates.
Right.
I'm possibly the only person left. Because you know what? They're expensive.
They're huge. They're big. They're gigantic. OMG Christmas cards, holiday cards.
I've done this for 12 years since being self-employed.
Yeah.
I've done it every year, and I never want to get rid of it. Now, this is a card that's saying, thanks for your business, lovely to work with you, or whatever, I sent you a card and just go to the guy. This is, for me, it's a thank you. It's a small token, okay? And yes, it takes me a day or two out of my office. So what?
Yeah.
Same with gifts. How many speakers or corporates, entrepreneurs, anybody now watching this, how many people can seriously put their hand up and said, we give our clients, our customers, X at Christmas. We give them X as a thank you for their business, as a thank you for giving us money to provide something.
Right.
How many actually give something? Not many. The global recession, we can't afford this. It's blah, blah, blah. And I'll tell you what we'll do. Go back to Christmas cards. We'll send an e-card. Easy marketing.
Yeah, boy, isn't that great? Easy. Easy will kill you. And from a marketing standpoint, one of my sound bites is, if a client comes in and it's easy money, say, oh, well, it's not in my niche. It's not in my target market. They look like they might be kind of a nightmare client, but it's easy money. Easy money will kill you, and easy effort will kill your business too. I love what you're saying.
You know what? It just takes this.
Yeah. Creativity, thinking up ideas, and implementing.
It's not hard. It just takes effort. I think we're losing this. We're losing this from the world of business.
Yeah.
We're losing this. And at a time when we need to stand out, I would sooner do that every Christmas than try and create a viral video.
Right, exactly.
But we're all different. I'm not right. I'm not wrong. It's just me. It's just a thought process. Celebrity service is a concept, is a program. More than anything, and one thing that excites me is I've seen the proof of the change, of the upgrade, that even the staunchest person who thinks it was great to start with goes away and says, I never thought of these ideas.
Absolutely. And, just in doing this video interview, by the way, I'm seeing like one of those big, giant, oversized cards that you like to do with your Christmas cards, and just a big picture of your face going like this. And then maybe there's a double-headed arrow, right? It says, here's where your service is. Here's where your service could be. Call me, geofframm.com. So tell people how to connect with you. Tell people how to get a copy of the current book, how to get a copy of the new book when that's ready, how to connect with your empire.
Fantastic. Visit me on Facebook, Geoff Ramm, GeoffRamm. So
there it is.
Facebook and all the rest of it. It's at Geoff Ramm for Twitter. Type in Geoff Ramm. I've got quite a consistent message here. In YouTube, I've got over 80 videos on YouTube on marketing ideas and great OMG moments around the world. Visit my website. Have a look at my website. Something a little bit different to other websites, which is geofframm.com. If you would like a ton of ideas, real great observations, this is available on Amazon. So amazon.com, OMG Marketing. I'm very excited about it. I'm very passionate about it. And just the smallest of details, just the smallest shift change in your mentality to service. You couldn't handle word of mouth. That's what it's all about for me. When we can't compete on budgets, on huge budgets, on mega budgets and mega brands, any business can beat any other business with service.
And I love the fact that you are doing the OMG marketing and the celebrity service, because I see it as a continuous life cycle, right? Marketing is getting the customer. Celebrity service is about keeping that customer. And as we all know, if we're in the marketing and sales and business development world, if you think getting a customer is hard, imagine, keeping a customer and the value. It's like selling to an existing customer is 7 times easier than getting a new customer off the street. Absolutely. So, if you think you're investing in marketing and that's a good investment, man, oh man, you invest in celebrity service, that's going to give you 7 times ROI for every single customer or client that you keep. That's what I'm telling you, Geoff Ramm, UK Geoff Ramm, geofframm.com. That's right, buddy. All right. Thank you. This has been awesome. This has been meaty. It has been fantastic. Any parting words of wisdom for our folks?
Never conform. Never comply with what the competition are doing. If the competition are going that way, if you want to stand out from them, the only thing that we've got, serve like you've never served. George Clooney comes into your business tomorrow. What are you going to do? And for anybody watching this, my passing words of wisdom will be this. Whatever you create marketing-wise and service-wise, tell me about them. Because if you tell me about them, send me a video, send me a link, send me a note, send me a message, send me whatever. And if I look at this, I will talk about you for the rest of my life as somebody that stood out there from the crowd. That's the thing, you see. It's not just a case of standing out. It's the fact that me and you, David, and other speakers around the world, who's talking about your business right now on a stage somewhere on this planet? That's the power of great service and great marketing. When people start talking about you, who you've never met.
There you go, my friend. Well, I am grateful as always that I met you. Clearly, I'm talking about you here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, USA. And so you must be doing a lot of things right. Thank you, Geoff Ramm. And see everybody. We'll see you next time.
Take care, mate. Thank you.
Well, that wraps up another episode of The Speaking Show. Hey, tell you what, if you like us, rate us and review us on iTunes. Subscribe. Tell a friend. Go grab the notes and downloads and extras at thespeakingshow.com. See you next time.